Alright, Scorpion by himself is a fantastic champion. I feel like he's still probably the best science champion out there, right? But Scorpion with his two main synergies is just by far the best science champion out there. It is just like no contest whatsoever, right? So what do these synergies do? Well, the Venom synergy is probably the most common one to know about, and it's where for each Sting debuff on the opponent, you get a Fury passive of 10% potency, and that sounds pretty small at first, but then you realize that this man stacks Sting debuffs like a ton. Like, it goes up to 30, the most like usual range is about 10 to 15, which is like a massive attack increase, right? It makes his mediums hit hard, it makes the Stings do even more damage, it is just so good, right? And the next one is a Toad synergy, to where whenever you do a heavy attack, you inflict a slow debuff for 10 seconds, which is so good. Like, look at this fight right here. We have Eternity Pain Dormammu, and this fight with Scorpion by himself is not so fun. But with this synergy, it's just like an absolute joke, because the slow just completely counters Dormammu, right? And yeah, the Stings doing extra damage output helps a ton here as well. And the fight is just pretty much over now. In about a minute and 9 seconds? A minute and 3 seconds, sorry. That is just insane. That was like, almost 900,000 health, and he just destroyed that fight. It's just so crazy, man. And now we have Gauntlet Vision here, and I think last time this fight was about 2 minutes and 45 seconds when I did it, like no synergy. And you're going to see here that the fight time was about a minute and 9 seconds. So that is less than half the time, which is just insane, right? So the Venom synergy just does so much for Scorpion, and it's just unreal. And the thing with this trio is full synergy teams are a bit impractical, right? Because, Alliance War has 3 slots, Alliance Quest has 3 slots, Battlegrounds only has 1 slot, but synergies aren't a thing in Battlegrounds for sure. However, for questing purposes, I feel like trios are the best thing out there, because trios work for Eternity Pain, they work for Alliance War, Alliance Quest, they make story questing not too bad because you can still fit 2 other slots for other fights, right? So trios are the way to go, and this trio is very strong. Venom as a 7-star is so good. Toad does have the common mutant tropes to make him a very good mutant quester. He will do a lot of work for you as well. And Scorpion here is just absolutely insane, right? So yeah, all these guys are just fantastic champions, and I feel like this trio is just so good. So yeah, Scorpion, he's crazy, man. Rank 5 Scorpion is just insane, and with a full synergy team, he is by far the best science champion out there. And now we have this science lane here, and this science lane without the Toad synergy isn't as fun, because you don't get the slow, and the slow gives you a lot of Fury passives, right? But with the slow, Scorpion just becomes insane for this lane. Watch this. We go in, we drop some 16,000 mediums, then we can just go in for an SP1, and watch this Sting damage, man. It is just so crazy. His Sting damage in this matchup is just insane. We go back in, we drop some more Stings here, and then watch this burst. He just drops, just like that. 34 seconds. It is so crazy. He is so crazy when he has a full team. Or not a full team, just the trio. I think that's so good because the trio is so powerful. Venom as a 7-star just does so much work, and he's so good. And he provides the most important synergy, right? You don't always need a slow debuff, so you can just drop Toad if you want to. It can just be Venom and Scorpion. But also, if you have Kraven, who I know just got nerfed to the ground, but if you have Kraven and you have Agent Venom becomes one of the best damage dealers in the entire game, if not just the best one out there. So Scorpion, Kraven, and Agent Venom just becomes a crazy team, right? And while I was talking, this fight is over, because yeah, Scorpion is just that fast. That was 40 something seconds. Just so good, man. Now we have this safeguard lane here, and Scorpion versus Spider-Man isn't always the best time out there, because Spider-Man evades a lot. And honestly, I don't know why Scorpion doesn't have an evade counter for Spider-Verse heroes, because he is a Sinister 6, right? So it does make sense to have him there, but anyway, he has the slow, right? And the slow makes him good for this matchup, because yeah, Spider-Man can evade, very easy time. And watch this damage output. We go in, and the Stings just do so much damage already, and we're just getting started. So it's just so crazy, man. I love it so much. We go back in, we drop the SP1, And watch this damage output. Like, we have, what, 21 stings now? That burst is just insane. It is just so, so good. We dropped the heavy attack for the slow now, and the fight is just about over. In, what, 30-something seconds? It's just so crazy, man. Now we have the She-Hulk here. Same lane, same situation. Just a very, very clean fight still. And yeah, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, I think Scorpion by himself is still fantastic, but you will definitely notice like how much of a difference the synergy makes. Like the fight times alone, the difference is just insane. I think he like halves his fight time, which is crazy. Like halving your fight time when your fight time's like already one of the best in the game is just a bit too good in my opinion. And it's crazy because Scorpion was like one of the first champions to be in the rebalance program, and he wasn't changed. They didn't change the synergy. They didn't mess with him at all. Like, he was just left alone. So we have this guy, and this is how he's supposed to work. Like, this is how Scorpion is, which is just so crazy in my opinion. But hey, Kabam wanted it, Kabam got it, and now they have the best science champion out there, man. So it's pretty fun. Now we have this Unstoppable lane here, and Unstoppable, this one's pretty annoying usually, but you know, the slow is really good. And with Scorpion, his heavy attack is just so fluid. It is so smooth to like just ease into a combo. It is just really, really good, and I feel like that's great because some champions have heavy attacks with slows that just aren't really all that. But no, with Scorpion, it's just a really, really smooth time. Like, his heavy attack is so nice. And it also gives a Torment as well, which is perfect because, you know, extra debuff duration, very, very solid. Like, it is just a really, really sweet thing. Then we go back in, drop the SP1, very simple time. Just go back in, drop a heavy attack now, I think. Perfect. 11 stings now, pretty nice damage increase there for sure. Drop another SP1 into, yeah, the fight just being over, I think. Hold on. Let's see here. No, it's not over just yet. We go back in. We drop the SP1 again, and I think this does end the fight here. And his damage output is just so good. Like, that was no enhancement whatsoever, and that was still like 55 seconds for, I think, 500,000 health. Now we have this whittle down lane, and this is just a good showcase of how strong his control is. His taunt is so, so good, and I know like he has this at base, but you know, the damage output increase is still because of the synergies, right? So like, check this out. The taunt is just so, so strong, man. Like, this Hyperion just gets slaughtered because the control is just insanely valuable. And Scorpion just has like everything, to be honest. It's just true. He has so much. He has his taunt, he has his petrify, he has his onslaught of debuffs that help reverse healing. He has access to a slow with the toe synergy. He has one of the best DPSs out there. Probably the best, to be honest, in the science class with the Venom synergy. Like, this man just has everything, and it's just so crazy because the best part is he is so much fun to play, and that's why I took him up. I took him up because he's fun to play. I didn't take him up because he's the best science champion. I took him up because I love the character, right? And that's why I really enjoy this champion, because not only is he super fun to play, he's also really, really awesome, and he's really fun, and he's really good, and I just love him, right? So yeah, Scorpion, just a fantastic champion. And now we have this Sasquatch here, which is the main event of this video, and this Sasquatch has a ton of health, like a ton of health, right? But Scorpion doesn't care. His damage output is just that strong with the Venom synergy to where he doesn't care about the amount of health that he has, because he's just gonna slaughter this dude, right? Like, watch this. The damage output already is just so strong, like insanely strong. And with Sasquatch here, the regen becomes irrelevant because we can just, like, you know, block out the healing. And yeah, it's just a really fun time. He's in Wrath now, which is, you know, whatever. We can just bail out the SP1s, go back in, charge up our Torments, drop the SP1 there, and now we're just chilling. We go back, drop some more combos into another SP1, and these things get the increased duration as well, which is perfect. And yeah, this fight is just about over now. Look at that burst damage, man. It's just so, so strong, and the fight is just finished. And yeah, Scorpion is just, I don't even know anymore. Scorpion is just the best science champion out there. Let's be real. He's so, so good. He works in Battlegrounds by himself. He works in Alliance War, especially with the Venom synergy. He works in questing, especially with the Toad synergy. He just works in every single piece of content. He will just be so good for you. And the best part is, like I said, he is insanely fun. So why not enjoy the fun when the fun is this powerful, right? And yeah, let me know your thoughts on Scorpion, and that's about it for me.